here because these finals, Victor Wembanyama, he did struggle in the fourth quarter, averaging under 8 points per game. He shot 34% from the field. When it mattered most in clutch, he shot 4 for 13 from the field. Doggy, I'm going to you first again here. Did your view of Victor Wembanyama change during this finals run? Why?
Yes. First off, after the performance in Game 1 against OKC, everybody had him as Kareem. 42 points, 24 rebounds. He's not Kareem, okay? He could not score in the last 5 minutes of a playoff championship basketball. Missed free throws. Those 2 free throws, Kareem wouldn't have missed those 2. Those 2 missed free throws in Game 4 were killers with 1:48 to go, up by a point. Those were killers. They did not have a guy who could score in the last 5 minutes of these games. He's 7'5". He doesn't have a post move. You throw the ball down low and let him get a basket. And the other thing that bothers me, he got tired. He played 64 games in the regular season and averaged 29 minutes a game. These centers, he always kills me, guys, because I go back the old days. So he's killing me left and right. Nobody cares about your stupid history. He kills me all the time. But I'm just going to throw Kareem up because we all know who Kareem plays 82 games a year and plays 43 minutes. And he plays that's physical back in those days.
Could you be accurate with the fellas here, seeing you for the first time? I don't get on you about history. I get on you about how far back.
Well, Kareem's not that far back.
This brother has been on First Take, just as an aside, y'all, before he continues. This brother has been on First Take bringing up people from 1918. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Could you bring us to modern? I tell him to come a little bit over.
Here's the point. 29 minutes, 64 games, and he got tired. Mm-hmm. You ever see Kareem? You guys are probably a little young. He isn't. Kareem, he 38... Game 2 of 85, he's 38 years old. They got killed in Game 1. He was in the building. In Game 2 in Boston, 28 points, 16 rebounds, 5 block shots, changed the whole series. And who's he going up against? Robert Parrish, McHale, and Bird. Now, listen, he's only 22 years old, Wembanyama. I was shocked. The guy was tired in the end of these games.
Well, he just won 7 games with the Thunder in the series prior.
He played 64 games in 29 minutes, Shay. Please. That bothered me.
You're helping him out. Let him talk. Okay. Set him
I'm finished. You got to say something.
He's in a world of trouble.
No, I'm not.
Let me go ahead, Mad Dog, because basketball is so different from, it's night and day. It might be 2 nights in one day, how different it is from back then, right? When you watch those games with those guys, I mean, they might have traveled maybe a mile of game because of how slow the pace
half court.
Half court, you know how it is. But nowadays, Wemby, during the regular season, he played 30 minutes a game. It wasn't going to work in the playoffs, right? He had to guard everybody on the court. This is his first time going to the playoffs, and not alone going to the finals in your third season, right? Last year, he only played 46 games. He didn't even play a lot last year. So his body is not acclimated to being able to do all those things. It's 17 games over. I think he played 22 games past 82. So, I mean, you essentially playing 100 games in your third season. 7'5", guarding. If you would see the miles he traveled and because they do all the analytic things. If you would have seen what he was actually doing on the court and expecting him to play at that high level, it showed in the fourth quarter that he can't sustain that yet. But years to come, he will be able to because his body will adjust, his mind will adjust, his game will adjust, right? He doesn't have a post move, but he's still scoring 28 points a game in the finals without a post move.
Last 5 minutes, though.
You got to score. But my example was he ran out of gas.
Because he's running up and down the court too much.
No, because he's going to the finals for the first time in his career.
Right.
He played 30 minutes a game. You see, the regular season is a lot different because if you look at the stats, San Antonio was blowing the doors off of everybody, so he didn't have to play a lot of the fourth quarters, right? In the playoffs, he had to play every single one, especially in the finals. But you got to guard Anunoby, Jalen Brunson. You running around guarding the entire team. You want to protect the rim. You're the best defensive player. He ran out of gas. That's all that was. But I explained this before. That was the block right there. That was the hump he has to get over. Now he knows what it takes to be able to play 44 minutes a game in the finals after coming off semifinals against the reigning champs from last year. that weighs on your body as a young player, as a young 22-year-old. It weighs on your body. There's no way around that. As a player, there's no way around that.
You agree with everything he said?
I mean, we look alike in this sense. I gotta go with him, Mad Dog. I can't. The way I view Wemby doesn't change after the finals. It can't change, man. Like this guy, I would say the way that I view some other players and the way that I view coaching, to how they was using them and the adjustments that they didn't make. Maybe that was the biggest part that I think it changed for me, because I put San Antonio as such a pedestal of like organization and coaching with Pop kind of pouring into those guys. I would have liked to seen them use Wemby in different ways defensively so he wouldn't run out of gas. But you talking about Kareem. You put him in the same sentence as Kareem. Mm-hmm. This is probably one of the best bigs that ever played. So right then and there, when you said Kareem, my argument was done. At 22. At 22, we talking about Kareem and Wemby. Wemby averaged 28 and 10 in the finals. I can't, there's not much more I can say about like viewing him different, because I felt like he did everything he could possibly do to put his team up double digits every game. I think we just got to take our hat off to the Knicks and how well they played and how well Mike Brown was able to adjust.
Here's now I'm going to get at him. Here's what you're missing. And it's amazing how you miss certain things. It's so convenient for you. You're really slick. I give it to you, okay? Wemby is running sideline to sideline on the baseline, chasing three-point shooters. What did the New York Knicks do? Let's go to the Philadelphia 76ers series first. Do you know what their game plan against the Philadelphia 76ers was, Doggy? Don't foul. Especially Embiid, don't foul. Do you know why? Because fouling stops the clock, and it gives them an opportunity to rest. And they knew that as long as they kept them running, he wouldn't be able to stay on the court. Simple. Wemby, run. Karl Anthony Towns, attack him. It's like similar, you know, me and my boxing analogies. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. I'm going to swing, and even when I miss, I'm going to still take you out because I'm going to lean on you because I'm going to come into the fight 40 pounds heavier than you. We got Big Perk, big-ass Perk, coming on national television talking about, get your big behind down low. Ain't no big behind with Wemby. He's a pole. What are you talking about? You understand what I'm saying? The only reason we don't call him anorexic is because Chet Holmgren's in the NBA. I mean, who doesn't look like he did a push-up in his life? That's what we're talking about here. He's that skinny. All right, he's got to put on some weight. And to his credit, he has put on about 20 pounds. So imagine what he was 2 years ago. I mean, the kid is slim. There ain't no down low. And yeah, he catching alley-oops. He ain't posting nobody. You think that man could go down low and post up OG Anunoby? Really? That linebacker playing basketball for the New York Knicks, you think that's going to work? You can't do that. And so the combination of making him run, plus constantly putting a body on him, wore him down, like any skinny person would get worn down. I don't care who you are. If you lighten ass, what's going to happen is big boys look at you and they go like this. Put a body on him.
Every time.
Put a body on him. Because that's how you wear him down. So you slow him down, so you chop him down. All of a sudden, his best times on the court in the midst of averaging 28 and 10 was the first quarter, at the start of the game, and the start of the second half. He was averaging 11.8 minutes in the fourth quarter. It's only 12 minutes. He was only getting off 20 seconds. They wearing him down. They wore him down. And he was averaging 40 minutes a game in the finals. Yeah, he's 22, but he's skinny. So they didn't just have him running. They were making him feel them. Every pick, every screen, you had a body on him. How many times did you see Karl Anthony Towns lean on him? Mitchell Robinson leaning on him. OG Anunoby leaning on him. So what happens? Jordan. What did Jordan go through with the Pistons? It wasn't just the Jordan rules. It's the fact that he was skinny.
Yes, it was.
He like this. He had to get in the gym. Tim Grover asked him. He's a friend of mine. Talk to him all the time. Grover had to get. Jordan's like, I got to get in the gym. Because the Jordan rules were implemented. Lambert, Isaiah, Dumas, Rodman, Sally, Edwards, all of them, Aguirre, all of them. Make him feel you.
And what is the excuse for the terrible pass in Game 2 when he handed the ball to Castle?
No.
And then committed a foul?
No.
And then missed jump shots? What is the excuse then?
What did I just say? What did I just say? So you bring up Gina and all of them overall, right? But here you want to bring up a play or two. I'm saying it was a bad play.
Take the series, Steve.
It was a bad play. It was a bad play, no doubt. But the point is that overall, I'm looking at a 22-year-old who's arguably the face of the league, who gets, and by the way, this is the point we're not bringing up. They were ahead of schedule. That's why they seem so ill-prepared. Because they won 32 games last year. They didn't think they were going to get to the finals. They won 62. That's 30-game improvement. So they're like, oh, damn, we here. So we got to go for it. But they weren't prepared for it, and it showed. Because they weren't expecting to be in that position. They won 32 games last year. They improved by 30 games this year. So they're way ahead of schedule. That's why you think that you had to sit up there and rely on De'Aaron Fox. You were expecting him to deliver. That's why it was so egregious that he had such a bad series. Because you're 28 years